Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are going to take a look at the E-ROM S10 Plus Port version 4 update for our Galaxy S7, S7 Edge, the Note 7 and the Note 7 FE. So without wasting any more time, let's take a look at this. So guys, this is the E-ROM version 4 and this is based on Android 12 with the OneUI skin 4.1, and I have already reviewed the versions, the updated versions and the initial version, so you can check that out in here in the I button if you want to check the previous video. And I have made a detailed video including the installation and all the features that we have in the ROM, like all the settings and all that stuff. But in this video, we're going to talk about the changes that have been made in this version 4. And I'm not going to go through each in detailed setting. I'm going to tell you all the major changes. I will show you a list here. I have for my Nothing phone one. There's this, you can see the changelog of version 4, and you can see a lot of stuff has been fixed, like the data tab crash issue, which resulted in not able to access my mobile data, Omex being laggy, fixed Note 7 and FE fingerprint not working. So if you have a Note 7 or Note FE, and if your fingerprint was not working in the version 3, now this one, the version 4, you can add your fingerprint. Then not able to set lock screen password, you can also do that on the Note 7 and Note FE. Then QR code reader, then we have Samsung camera partially working. So yes, we have Samsung camera partially working. I will show that to you guys, and you can see some games not working. We have some graphic drivers update, uh, photo remaster crash. We have some added blur effect option not working, Bluetooth devices disappearing after reboot. So yeah, these are all the issues that have been fixed, and some more stuff has been added, which is live blur charging animation, updating some apps like messaging gallery and weather app to the newer versions. And yes, you can see the remaining bugs. We have face unlock, screen recording app and system, MTP not working, and AOD freeze. Also, one more is the flashlight brightness stuck at max. So guys, there's one major issue that a lot of people face, that they won't be able to access their mobile data, and that has been fixed now. As you can see, you have your mobile data running and you can even go to internet and type anything. So yeah, it takes some time to open the app. You can see takes some time to load, and you can see internet is working fine. You can even try with Google or some other apps. Yeah, I'm using a 4G, obviously running 4G. So yeah, this is how, and the internet issue has been fixed. Now if you take a look at it, if you go back a bit of like 1 minute or two, you can see voltage was working fine, but now it has accidentally stopped working. So for that workaround, you just have to put it on flight mode, and you have to put back, just turn on the flight mode and turn off the flight mode. As you can see, Volte has started working. So for VOLT, this is some issue. This is a random issue, so it happens sometimes, it does not happen. And yeah, you have to do this as a workaround to fix VOLT, otherwise it works fine. So I'll just type some random ass number. It's an emergency number, fuck. Yeah, should not do this, like in some cases if they pick up, and yeah, they might blame you for something. But yeah, this is how it works. So you have to just turn on the airplane mode and turn off the airplane mode in order to fix voltage in case it goes blank or it stops working. So the next major thing is camera. Now the camera is not fully fixed, but yeah, we have a video working, so you have to switch to video. It may take some time, but yeah, it does switch, and you can see it turns on video. It will ask for location accuracy, and if you turn on the video, it will sometimes say that your device has a lot of heat, and then you have to cool down your device. So you can see video has been saved and play is fine too. And also panorama has been fixed, and as this is a tablet UI camera, so you can see the UI is totally bogged. And you can see panorama is also fixed. it's not I'm not able to do a proper panorama. You can see it got, yeah. Let's go back. Let's see if we can take just a single picture of this. As your normal camera is not working, you can use this workaround to take pictures. Just in case if you want to take pictures with the S7 or your S7 Edge or the Note 7 series. So this is a workaround for me if I want to take pictures of something. But this is how it comes, full screen, and yeah, or the whatever the panorama takes. So that's how it will take. So yeah, this is a workaround for the camera for photos. But yeah, for videos you can use that. Uh, it's a bit laggy too, so yeah, you have to be patient. Again, it has switched to photo, so you have to go to video. This is how the camera works. Or if it stops working or if it gets stuck, you have to just open it again. That's it. Okay, what happened? This is the first time I got this message, so very nice that I got it on camera. Okay, so there is something wrong, I guess, but this is how the camera works. That's what I'm trying to say, that it's not fully working, or it is the video is also fully working. So yeah, let's just clear the data, and this way it will work again. And then again switching to the video. Okay, it says couldn't open camera. So as you can see guys, we have caught this on camera. So the camera does not work fully. You have to again, let's, okay, it has went to video now. And I just wanted to show you guys that the front camera also works. That's me, hi. And you can see the iPhone and my books here. So this is the setup for now. I don't want to show all that right now, but yeah, just enjoyed the version 4 update, nothing else. And guys, those were all the major issues that have been fixed. As you can see, VOLT is still showing, it is not getting disappeared. So this is a random issue. It's not like it will keep happening every 15 minutes or every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. It's totally random, so it will stop sometimes even in some seconds. So you have to just do the workaround, turn on and off the airplane mode. That's it for it. And yes, as you can see, you have all of the list, like a change log you have. You can check that out, whatever familiar, like if you're playing some games and those games seek Vulkan API, those were crashing. So now that issues are also have been fixed. I don't play games on phone, so yeah, you can check that on your own and report it down below in the comment section so that I can see what have been fixed and what not, like uh, by the POV of an user. So that was it. If you want to check the installation, you have to check here in the video. The installation is same, but you have to use the updated Repartitioner. So download all the stuff from the link in the description, and then you can follow the same procedure which you have already followed. I don't want to just stretch the video to make the installation again and again. Yeah, that does not make sense. Also guys, OneUI 6.1.1 beta 2, which means for our Galaxy S7, the port, Eylem port, E-ROM port has been released. So after this, I'm going to install it on the S7 and gonna review it soon. So that video is also coming soon. So stay tuned. And if you want to watch that video too, you have to subscribe the channel. And yeah, that's it. If you guys like the video, then press the like button. If not, then the dislike button, and subscribe for more videos on the S7, S8, Note 7, Note 8, whatever you want. And goodbye guys, take care and see you guys soon. Bye bye.